Welcome to the course on mineral policy and contract negotiation in the mining sector. My name is Benjamin Mapani and I'm going to be your moderator throughout this course. Okay, we're going to cover 10 modules, and the core of these modules is basically to turn around one basic important phrase for us. And that basic important phrase for us is that the exploitation of Africa's mineral resources has not benefited the African child and the African per se. Why is it that the case? Okay, so in module 1, we're going to look at Africa's mineral resources and the political economy. Africa is host to 30% of the world's mineral resources. As such, it should not be a poor continent. So we'll look at those issues. In module 2, we're going to look at Africa's mining vision. The African Union has recognized the fact that mining has not contributed much to the growth of the continent. Despite the fact that Africa is rich in minerals, it has not developed. So those are the issues we'll confront in module 2. And then in module 3, we're going to look at promoting linkages between the mining sector and the rest of the economy. Okay, so on the African continent, most of the mineral wealth is exported as raw materials. So what we're going to do in this course is look at ways and means on how we can actually add value to these mineral resources, such that we can have at least 60 to 70% of the value of our minerals. When they're exported as raw materials, we only get 30% of their value. And then we'll move on to module 4, where we're going to look at mining policy development in the mining sector. So we are going to look at policies that invite investments. We're going to look at policies that increase value. We're going to look at policies that actually benefit the local communities. And then we're going to look at module 5, which is the mining fiscal framework and revenue management. How should revenues from mining be managed? Who should benefit? Who should actually get what, and what should go where? So those are the issues we'll look there in module 5. And then in module 6, we're going to look at artisanal and small-scale miners. These artisanal and small-scale miners, they make up 100 million people around the world. And there are not less than 20 million on the African continent. And they get their livelihood from mining. And yet, most of them, they are excluded from the national economies. They are regarded as illegal miners. So in this module, we're going to look at aspects on how we can bring them in. And then in module 7, we're going to look at sustainability and governance in the mining sector. We're going to see why mining should be sustainable. What will happen after mining has come to an end? Those are the issues we're going to look at. What will happen to the economies of the countries that depend on mining when the minerals are gone? And then we're going to go to module 8, which is community development agreements. How community development agreements must be actually be made, and who should benefit, and how the local communities should be involved. And then we will look in module 9 at the actual technical aspects of drafting these community development agreements. What are the ingredients required to draft these technical community agreements? And then in module 10, which is the last module, which is on contract negotiations, okay, we're going to learn on negotiation skills. We're going to learn also on drafting contracts, and we're going to learn what is important in the negotiating process, especially in the mining sector. When governments actually are negotiating with mining companies, they face these problems, and we're going to try and address them. Thank you very much.